Hello, good people. Tonight I want to talk about the Boston Marathon real quick. Do a brief post here, just show how the numbers and the gematria and the numerology that's found in all the other PsyOps occurring against us was also present in this one. It took place on April 15th, 2013. In history, April 15th is known for two main events. It's the night the Titanic sunk all the way, began sinking April 14th, went all the way under water April 15th. And Abraham Lincoln, he was shot late on April 14th and died early on April 15th, much like the Titanic. With regards to the Titanic, it was written about 13 years before it actually happened in the book Futility, Wreck of the Titan. Check it out. You can get it at your local library. Anyhow, Boston Marathon bombing happened at 2:49 in the afternoon. Another way to say that is 11 minutes until 3 and 11:3, 3:11. These are numbers you often find in PsyOps. The younger brother, Dozakar Sarnov, his name sums to 74. And if you want to see the math, go down to the comments. I have a blog post with the math. You can see it. 74, like Jesus, like cross. And then his birthday, July 22nd, 1993, the numerology of that is 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 3 sums to 33. So here we're finding 33 and 74, just like we find in the Bible, like we find in geography, like we find all over the place, especially in these PsyOps. If you're not aware, Jesus and cross sum to 74, and Jesus was crucified at 33. Oregon's the 33rd state. The word Oregon sums to 74. This coding is everywhere. It's not just PsyOps. It's coded everywhere. So, the older brother, who was supposedly killed April 19th, April 19th is the date of the Waco invasion where David Koresh was killed at age 33. And it's also the date of the Oklahoma City bombing by Tom McVeigh. With regards to that incident, it was written about before it happened by the brother of Governor Keating. That book is called The Final Jihad. You can also check that out at your library. The main character in the book is named Tom McVeigh, a lot like Tim McVeigh, who was blamed for the OKC bombing. All right, and Tim McVeigh was put to death at the age of 33 as well, so lots of 33. The older brother was born in October. October is the only month with 33 gematria. The attack took place in Massachusetts, one of 33 states. Only Delaware, the first state, Hawaii, the 50th and final state, and Massachusetts have 33 names. No other of the 50 states have 33 names. Boston has master numerology of 22, so Boston, Massachusetts sums to 55. And if you followed my other posts, I've explained how 55 is the number of Satan in English. And in this race, the finish line was at 666 Boylston Street. And in the Bible, in Revelation, the number 666 it essentially says the person who sees what's coming will calculate 666. So perhaps if you were a very clever mind on that day, maybe you would have seen just what was coming. Also, with regards to the Boston Marathon, Seth MacFarlane, writer of Family Guy, a lot of people are aware of this, but maybe you're not. He had an episode come out, I believe, 2 weeks before the actual event where the main character drives his car through the Boston Marathon, and the cartoon characters, their legs and arms get ripped off as he drives by, so you see this graphic image of limbs all over the streets of Boston in Family Guy in an episode that occurred 2 weeks before the actual marathon. And I still remember the day of the marathon. I was working, but what I first saw was on my phone. I saw the headlines from CNN about limbs being all over the streets of Boston from the explosions, and I thought, wow, that sounds awful. But then when I saw the actual images, I didn't see any limbs anywhere. And I think the initial reports were that, I forget, what did they tell us? Like 50 people got their legs blown off, but anyone who's seen the videos and studied the footage that other truth seekers have put out there knows this is far from the case. So anyway, just wanted to share this knowledge. Again, just show you guys how all the same numbers that show up in all the other PsyOps are right here for the Boston Marathon bombing as well. All right, thanks you guys. Encore. I meant to go back to his birthday and talk more about it. This July 22nd date, That is the day of the Oslo, Norway bombing. Norway is one of 8 countries in the world with a 33 gematria. Also on July 22nd, this year, more recently, was the date of the Ebola outbreak, or for patient 0, who was brought back to Atlanta on the 33rd parallel. He contracted that 7/22. Earlier this year, the reverse of that date is February 27th, 227. On that date, the My Brother's Keeper legislation was released. And there used to even be a TV show referred to as 227. So I just want to make that point and just show you how they really incorporate these numbers into a lot of different things, which shows you the meaning they have. And if you guys keep following these posts and working with me, we will unlock even more. So thank you for tuning in.